Hello, welcome back to Isla. Thank you for joining me for another episode. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful time. It's always great to have you accompany me on these journeys. And today I think I'd like to build the cargo network, or at least get most of it started. So earlier today, I was working in this area here, kind of completing out the neighborhood, and we hit the next milestone. So we hit 34,000 residents, and we have unlocked this tile here, which we're going to go ahead and purchase here in just a second, which is where the cargo line is going to kind of run through. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's make a save. As always, my recommendation is to make a save before you do something like unlock a tile, in case you regret it, you have buyer's remorse, or you buy the wrong tile, which I've done plenty of times. So where are we in the city? We're here. So right here I think is the one we want to buy. There we go. Alright, that's the right one. So this is how the cargo is going to work. So here's our industry here. Of course, we're going to put more industry as we expand the city and require more industry. A second kind of like industrial area will go here. We got the industries DLC kind of like occupying like this piece, this tile, and kind of like this area here with our warehouse, all that stuff. And of course we have, hey Undergraph, good to see you. How you doing? Of course I'm on Twitch. You can see me on Twitch. Just take my name, New Build Cities, smash it all together, find me out, and say hi just like Undergraph did. How you doing, Undergraph? Doing well? So today we're building a cargo network. And we have a commercial area like in here. So let's go ahead and put the zoning on, and I'll give you like the general plan of how we're going to build this, and then we're going to start building. So we have commercial all in here, high density and mixed. Some high density and mixed stuff in here. We have kind of like a, I would say, a moderate to smaller size commercial area like in here, but we're going to connect to that as well. And then we have a kind of a commercial area up in here, and we'll have like some commercial and maybe the harbor up in here. So this will kind of be like a little bit of a commercial area up in here. What I'm envisioning is the cargo line coming down, ramping down, coming to here, kind of taking like a little bit of a curved shape here, dropping down to about this height here, going underneath the bridge, hitting like about shoreline level along here. We'll have a little spur that kind of comes across, maybe runs parallel to this bridge here. Then it'll kind of come like this. And Slam, I think we're going to move this guy here. We're going to move this guy out of the way, find a home for him, and maybe find a home for this warehouse, and bring the cargo line right in here. And it'll kind of be like a divider between like kind of like our fishing and kind of like some of this industrial kind of area, and what will be eventually Jessica Riverside Flats over here. Which will be like a self-efficient neighborhood after we move the forestry industry to its permanent home. So that'd be kind of like one station, and then maybe we'll run some roads to kind of like allow that to serve like in this area, and it'll be really nice because it'll be kind of like central to that area, and that'll be like one spur, one-way track, because we don't want anything coming back. Then we'll go ahead and continue the main line down into here. You know, once again we'll be at like the shoreline level, so we'll scoop under the bridge here, just kind of follow the shore. Pop up over the water right about here, come up, and then I think we'll go down. It's like a sunken kind of train line underneath, because that way it'll like divide this neighborhood with kind of like the next neighborhood that's going to be kind of like take part between, say, this viable farm line and the train line is going to be like another neighborhood in here. So that'll kind of be like a nice divider of those two neighborhoods, and then it'll come back up to ground level around here, maybe right along the coast, connect with the bridge I've already put in. It's a place marker for where this train line is going to go. Have it go down again underneath, kind of go underneath here, underneath here, underneath here, and it'll be visible. So it's going to be a trench. It's not going to be like underground. So it's going to be a trench, and then goes through the mountain. So nice like valley in here, and then it'll connect up into here. We'll have a spur that like this hooks into here like this, and plants like a train station either right here, or maybe right up here, and it'll just be one-way track. Boost like that, and that'll feed this commercial area, and they can hop on the bridge, kind of feed this commercial area as well. Then it'll come up to here to a cargo harbor hub, which we don't have yet, but we're going to put the cargo harbor in for now. And then that may continue up into here, or maybe we'll just continue with maybe a bridge that hits like this peak here and comes to here, so we have like a nice, maybe some of the new bridges that comes off of one of these streets, and maybe like a little bit of nice little express highway. I like to leave this area untouched in terms of like the terraining, because I like the kind of like the natural look. We may have actually do some kind of features in here, and then have it come across here, go like that. I don't know what's going on. The chat's talking about God. Who knows? I'm not. I'm definitely not a god of any kind. I've never claimed any kind of special powers of any kind. My wife thinks I'm magical. That's why she married me. But she's a little biased. And then maybe we need to ramp this up to about here. Here. And then from here, go to about here. We actually got a pretty good amount of leveling here. So we'll go like this. Kind of bring it right around. There we go. So we got kind of like at least a path of where we need to go. Not the prettiest looking path, sure, but it's a place. These things will start looking clearer, hopefully. Hopefully we can fit a rail line under here. Let's just give it a shot. So we need the train section here. And we're gonna do, I guess we can put some guides on. Okay, we can. Right about here. All right. So then now we want a piece to come from here. So let's go ahead and maybe we'll have. I'd like to hit it like right here. So let's do this. We'll do something like grab the height here, just push it out a touch this way. So it lands right here. We'll go ahead and trick the game. Make this go away. Bye-bye. There's no land here. We'll go ahead and start from here. And I like to keep it straight because that way we get the infrastructure look, right? So maybe we grab... I wish there was a node here, but I don't really want to put a node here. So maybe we can just kind of go like... right here. That's pretty good. And then we'll go ahead and put the land back. Let's see, we want this guy here. Should probably work. Come on back, Mr. Land. We need you. Take this tool here. Bring her back up. Get back our little bit of coastline we had here. Oh man, the chat's a little crazy today. You guys are a little crazy, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to repeat it for the YouTube folks. Alright, let's go ahead and get this in here. So that looks pretty good. We can run it, let the water kind of do its thing. And maybe we'll blow this piece off and then curve that section in with the road here. Or maybe what we'll do is we'll keep the height this high. Actually, that's not a bad idea. So we could do here, just take to the land, grab it here, and like just push it. So there's like a hill here. And then it'll turn across the road right here. Oh, I flooded like quite a bit of stuff. Well, that's okay. No one's driving on that road anyway. It's there for looks. So while that's doing its thing, let's go ahead and bring this guy down. And I'm kind of thinking about curving it here and into here. It's a nice kind of like little tight turn. And then from here, kind of like an elevated turn. I think that will go fairly well, I'm hoping. So maybe come here. Kind of curve it like here. Kind of curve it around again, almost like that. And from here, maybe from this node here, kind of grab it, just kind of like turn it like this. That's not that bad. Not bad for like this winging it right there on that one shot. I think it actually looks pretty decent. And there's our train line. And this could be one-way track. Let's think about that. We had the fishing there. So do we want to give the fishing the opportunity to export? That's the question. We can keep it two-way for now. The only disadvantage of keeping this as two-way tracks is if there's things in here that want to send stuff back. What can happen, especially the recycle centers, they release trucks, right? Trucks that have raw material on them. And what they'll do is, instead of driving, say, to this building here that needs, I don't know, we'll say crops or oil or something, instead of going on the road and driving along here and just going in here, what he'll do is he'll drive to the train station, put it on the train, and he'll send a 7% train up the line up here. But you already might have like 2 trains waiting to get in here that are actually full or pretty close to, you know, 50, 60, 80%, 100% full trying to use this platform. But now you got like 3 7% trains that keep coming from these guys who are trying to export like their goods, or these guys who are trying to export raw fishing products to, you know, they're trying to get to here, or they're trying to get it out of the city. So maybe they're dropping it off here and driving from here because this is like the shorter way. So you got to just be careful with the recycle centers and stuff. They'll send things back to your industry because they when they recycle, they recycle the trash into raw material that can be reused. It's like this guy here. He's going somewhere. See, he's leaving. And we don't care if he leaves. I don't care. No one cares about that truck. You shouldn't care about that truck. So no one keeps track of that truck. Who cares where it goes? Don't worry about it. He's going somewhere. He's delivering stuff in here. You see that? He's going to this building here. So like I said, you don't necessarily want him to go to a train and put like that little bit of load, that 80 tons worth of stuff, on a train just to send it to here. Because then you get all these trains on your line. So we just got to be mindful of that. Undergrad says, damn, that truck just got shut down. Yeah, who cares about that truck? Well, the recycle centers don't care. So the recycle centers only keep track of the garbage trucks. They don't keep track of, there's nothing on here that says like raw resource truck, you know, 10 of 10 or something like that. So he doesn't care. I don't care. They can go and just die somewhere. They can go blow up. So don't worry about them. I don't think the game tracks them. Or at least there's no visible indication that it does. So don't worry about it. Alright, so we'll bring this up in here. So we can go like here. A nice tree line around it. Yeah, so that's the board likes it. Yeah, give you something like I said, put like some fencing in here. Give us a little bit of space. Maybe I should terrain it and get it up a little higher. We'll see. But at least now the rail line can come kind of go up here. Maybe it'll be elevated through this section. So it'll come over the road. Maybe what we'll do is actually just create like let's create like a little berm they can ride on. Like a mound. So something like this. It'll be tough. We have to get it to come down. But maybe we can kind of curve it like that. It doesn't have to be like a perfect like straight. It's because the train's going to slow down to stop. So it's not like it needs to be coming in here at 100 miles an hour. It can slow down as it makes that turn. That final turn, entry into the station. So not too worried about that. So we can do something like this. Put the rail line right here. And then we'll have it just kind of like this. Kind of like that. So see if we can get, will the train go over this? Alright, so there's a couple of things we can do here. Let's do this first. So I like to have the infrastructure, so we can trick the game. And we can say, there's a big hole here, game. So make it so. The monster hole. So all I'm doing over here is I'm on angry mode on the raise lower tool, hitting square, which is lower. And I'm making a huge monster hole under the earth. If I blow this up, we'll get a nice big cavern. So don't blow it up. But you saw when I tried to run from here to here, it tried to like run along the road because it just, I don't know, it just thinks it wants to do that. But if you do this, now it'll be fine. And then we got a pillar in the middle of the thing, so we can try and find a place where we can stick a pillar first. I saw a little bit of blue. Let's go freeform here. That way maybe we can start it right on the tip here. And hit the tip here. So it's like close. It's right about there. I think that's going to be the ticket. Then you can just put the land back. And now you have a nice bridge with like the infrastructure, which is nice. And then it doesn't want to snap to the road. You kind of like tricked the game. You said, "Hey game, there's a huge hole here, so you can't draw a bridge down in this hole, down this road." So that's one station's in. I think it's looking pretty good. Of course, we can always just touch it up a little bit later. So let's go ahead and run this track here. Yeah. This board is the same. It will eventually get covered up. Well, it'll look good once we're kind of the final product. We're just trying to get it in right now. As that goes to that station. We'll probably have more train coming from here. Like once again, we might have a train station in this area here to get on the rail and just have a bypass here. I left hopefully enough room to be able to connect like a bypass right from here to here. I might just blow this up and move it out just a touch. This will be like the main line here. And I'd like to just blow up half of this if I could. Maybe we can just blow up the whole thing. Gotta do like a little bit better of a curve here. Let's just do guide this for now. Kind of like come like this. Kind of maybe like we can start the curve right about here. Kind of go like this. Go a little like this. Oh, it's occupied. Oh, there's a pillar here. I didn't see it. Okay. There we go. Kind of like curve it like here. There we go. Get a little nice little curve about this spot here. And then we gotta make the turn again. And then it can go pretty much almost like a straight run from here. I wonder if we can just run. Oh, let's run the thing because we got water here. It needs to go away. I wonder if we can just run a nice long piece from here. Alright. And then we'll talk about training. We'll talk about these. So cargo lines in general you want to build. You want to put probably one cargo station for every, we'll say 6 to 8 blocks of, we'll say maybe anywhere between 10 and 14 units wide and like 20 unit across block of like pure industry. You probably want to have about one cargo station, we'll say, like I said, for every 6 to 8 blocks. And that way, having that, you won't get it. They'll queue up, but they won't queue up too terribly. This is one lane road. Okay. These guys are called, because I put these here. Usually I don't put like stuff next to it, but I wanted to get a look. And as I can see, it's giving a little bit, the traffic a little bit of like congestion, a little bit of frustration as these cars go back and forth. Like I said, you want to have about one cargo station for every, like, we'll say 6 to 8, 20 by 10 blocks of industry. And then you want to have a two-way track between industry to industry. So if you build multiple areas, like we're going to do here, you want to have two-way tracks so they can kind of communicate to each other. You want to have at least one-way track. You could probably do two, or at least one-way track from your industry's DLC area or areas to your industry, because they're going to send raw and processed goods to the industry. And then you want to have two-way track to your outside connection, and then you want to have one-way track to your commercial area, because you want the trains to go to your commercial area and die. You don't want, there's no reason why the commercial should be sending stuff back to your industry or trying to export anything. If they have to, then they can drive, and that'll keep your train lines clean. Alright, let's do this. I'd love to be able to just put another nice piece in here. Can we just do that and see if we can do like what we did last time? Just kind of get like a nice smiley face in here. That's good. And then we'll come out here, go up here. So where's the line going to go? So we need to clear out some trees. Let's do that next. Delete some trees. We'll put them back later. If you're a fan of my channel, you know we'll put trees back later. You don't have to worry about the trees disappearing for good. We will definitely put trees back. So that's good here. So I like it to come down. Hit here and come down. So we'll want this. I want this to go over top of the rail lines. So the rail line's going to come up, go over, be kind of a short, like a short bridge in terms of height. I guess it's got to skirt the ore industry. Where's the ore at? I gotta make sure I don't get encroached too much on the ore industry. Yep, we can hug it right here. Come right across to here. And kind of curve right here. Have a train line that goes just like this. Kind of goes like this. And we're gonna do a key here. Okay, so now we need water. We could just push the water through and draw the key and then push the water back. But I don't know about that. You're messing with the main water. So it might not be the best. So we could, oh, we need the other one. We can use, oh, this will poison our citizens probably. Since we're doing it right next. Well, maybe we'll use this one. Maybe this one won't poison as bad. We'll put one here. Oh, we'll put one here. And then we'll put one down there. Let's see if I can just run it into the trench. See if it'll fly in there. We'll see. We can always move them. So let's go and put these up to here. And then let's see, what are we going to use? We use... Ah, thank you. Yeah, I just get the water to fill in the canal here. And we'll use a new one. I don't know. I like the stone. I think, what did I do down here? I like this. I kind of like that. The stone with this kind of like it's like brick, but it's got like the extra kind of like lines to it. I think I like that. All right, we're filling her up. That's probably going to be about right. I feel like that's looking pretty good. It's a little lean here. But we'll see if we get in trouble with that. So with that, we'll pause it here. Just move you over here so I can run my thing. And maybe we can just run it straight down like that. So let's do... Well, we can start with this one. We don't need any guides, but we can keep it straight. I think it's going to be pretty straight. Something like this. This looks pretty darn straight to me. That looks pretty good. Let's make sure we get it from the end. Probably like right here. Come down like that. Actually goes in the dirt here. I kind of like it right here. So I wanted to have a slope to it, so I'm okay. Let's see what this looks like. That looks pretty fly for what we're doing. It got a little low here, which isn't the worst of the worst, but I see it's a little low. I kind of wanted to be sloped, and I think it drew a straight piece. Oh, that's not bad. Still a little bit higher, but it's not that bad. I might be getting too much into the details here. Alright, let that run out. Let's take the line here. Kind of get right here. Oh! I was supposed to be grabbing a level. See if I get the train line in here. We'll use this tool, the old slope tool, down here. Let's might want to be a little bit lower, I think. So we'll do this right there, and from there, slope her up to here. That. And just put a rail line in here. At least I have like an anchor. I got a pivot point. We'll get rid of the angle. We'll get rid of it. Oh, I want to snap to the grid. So we'll keep the grid. We'll do like that. Just look at it. Let's see. See if I can eyeball it as best I can. That's probably it right there. Close enough. Okay, that's it. The rest is this bridge work. So then we'll do the rail line from here. Come down to about here. So that's like 2 road lengths or track lengths. Then we'll come down about here. But we wanted to curve a little bit, so I wanted to come back about here. Kind of go like this. Actually, straight's good. And then we gotta curve it right, starting maybe right here. Kind of curve it like this. Along the brown, follow the brown, and then do a curve tool. This is what, about 1.5. So we'll come down a little bit more here. That should make me a nice smooth curve, like that. And then we do what Arthur was saying. So now that we have this in here, it's easy enough to just do this. We'll go ahead, take the land, grab it like where the water is, so maybe right about here. Just push it up all the way up here. And maybe into here, where the water comes in. And we'll blow this piece up here. Bring it around this side. Looks pretty good. The water, fill that in. And we'll put a key here. And then we'll put like another step like in here. Or maybe I'll move it back one. We'll see. Let's go ahead and just draw this one in. Go like this. This is going to be a hard connection to make. I don't know if it'll make this connection. Let's see. Go right here. Oh, it did. I'm surprised it drew that. It's a little close to my rail line. I can always tweak the rail line to go into the middle of that. Then maybe we do something like this. Let's see. We'll put it there. Oh. Put like one right here. I think that looks pretty good. We'll just blow this up here. Trying to blow up this. And redraw the line so it's like in the middle. Oh. Well, that's a little weird. A little bit more in the middle. It's a little angled here. Something like that. Now, you know, I'm not going to put this in here. I'm going to put some rocks and stuff in here. Maybe we'll put something in here, Arthur. Some rocks and stuff. Make it like jagged looking. And that's why we had to build this to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a bunch of stuff here. Alright, let's go connect this and then I gotta go down and eat lunch. We got about 20 minutes. Alright. I mean, I can always redraw that part. It's not that hard. Alright, we're doing pretty good. Let's finish this piece. Gotta come along here. Gotta come along right here. Here's me. I might have to get Barry over here. So I say we do that. Then maybe we gotta do it's 12 units roughly. Hello. I don't like that. It needs to be like one more span higher. Well, we need like another span in there. Nah, too many. I just gotta wait for the water to settle down. Oh, it settled down. Sweet. Alright, let's do this. Oh, come on. There we go. This looks pretty good. Now, that's a little bit of a bend, but it's not that hard of a bend, really. So I'm good with that. So let's go put the lens back. We were right here. Okay, let's put it right here. And then put the land back here. Put some land back. Can't see. Everything's in the water. Oh, my whole city, my commercial area is underwater. Evacuate. How's this going over here? Well, we're sending out trains. That's good. Oh, maybe we'll call it quits here. It's time for lunch. We'll let this kind of do its thing. Ooh, let's empty out this guy here. I got a lot of work ahead of me still. Okay, at least we got this back. So maybe we'll do it right like that. And get this, smooth this out here. Smooth that out a little bit here. That. Smooth that out right there. And then we'll do some, maybe we'll bring, yeah, that's good. Let's smooth this out a little bit here. Where's my ore? The ore's over here. Good. Okay. That's plenty of ore. Well, here's the rail line after we kind of did some work today. Got this train connected to here. And he's sending stuff in here, which is good. And it is coming down. Goes down here. Goes across here. Over the bridge. Kind of up and over the road. Down in. There's a second line here. Splits off. Goes underneath the road. Rides along the coast. And goes up the bridge into the little trench we built. And it'll come up over here. Go up the little train ramp. And up over the train. Up the bridge. To here. And to here. And we might have a spur come off of here. Into here. Maybe a spur that comes off of here, and maybe something that continues along here into here. So maybe two train lines into here and here. Whew, that was a build. I'll tell you what. But it looks good. It looks really good, actually. Came out really well. We're going to even make it look even better. So thank you for joining me on this episode here, where we got at least a good chunk of the cargo network in. Hopefully next episode we'll come back and we'll complete it. Take care and have a good one, and as always, happy building.